so beautiful out right now. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're doing good. I want to have a topic in mind of discussion, point of discussion. So, currently it's evening time here, and a little earlier, I was out and about. Went to the driving range with my brother. That was cool. Hit some golf balls. Went to the gym, and it's Saturday right now. After that, I was feeling like super energetic, gym, whatnot, all that. I want to keep at it, go do something. What's next? Where are all my friends at? Well, that's the thing, is not all of them were around, but that's okay. So I was looking around, I was asking around, oh, what can I do? And I was getting bored, I was getting antsy. I was like, finally got a hold of some friends, blah blah blah, probably not doing anything. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going for a bike ride. And get on the bike, feeling great. I was feeling so much better. And it came to me that I was antsy, I was anxious, and I was feeling that because I was a little lonely, and instead of just doing something else, being proactive, I was being inactive. I was scrolling on my phone, just refreshing, hoping something new would pop up for me, knowing very well deep down that nothing would. But going for that bike ride, it was very enjoyable, and it was the right move. It was the correct play. It's so gorgeous out right now. I've been biking a little bit more recently, and it's just been such a great time just biking around my town. Now, I'll admit that I can still feel lonely at times, but that's okay. The point is, though, is if you do feel that loneliness, don't do what I did and just sit on your phone and keep hoping that you'll get a message from somebody. Because chances are you're not gonna. Sorry. That's the way it is sometimes, but that's okay. But if that is the case, that is like the epitome of being inactive and inefficient with your time. And I get it. Sometimes we got time on our hands, and you actually may not be used to that. So you are inefficient and not being wise with your time. But recognize that, and if you do find yourself with a lot of time on your hands, and perhaps you don't have anything to do, none of your friends are around, you don't have a partner, well, be a little bit more active then and more useful with your time. Going for a bike ride was just such a pleasant experience. And working on my wheelies I can get them a little bit, but it's a work in progress. And it's also good for you. Biking is good for you. It feels great, just like the summer breeze on my face. Just super sunny. It's a good workout too. And it's a good little activity. It beats out sitting on your phone 10 out of 10 times. Also, reading is another absolutely fantastic thing that you can do. Anyways, point being is, don't be inactive, be proactive. I once heard Jordan Peterson say that anxiety, the root of it, is from inactivity. You have to be active. It'll negate your anxiety. And that's true. I was feeling anxious and lonely, and I was like, man, just like not feeling great. And I went for that bike ride, immediately flipped the script. Just felt so good, so fast, and I was like, this is what I needed. Nice little activity. And maybe that's what you need to right now. I'm not sure who you are, where you are, what you're doing, what your situation is, fellow viewers, but perhaps you could relate. It's not uncommon that I got a couple hours in my hands and I don't know what to do with myself, or I feel lonely or whatnot. But you can be active, and you can be proactive rather, with your time in a manner which suits you, especially in the long term. What do I mean by that? You can do fun activities which are relaxing and beneficial to you, but sometimes those activities might be a little bit of a disguise. I'm playing a lot of golf recently, and although I do love it, it's been really fun. I'm playing on the weekends a little bit. Maybe long term, it's not one of those things that's most beneficial for me. You know, maybe right now I could be spending my money and time a little bit better. Now, playing around at golf just once a week with my friends, it's not the end of the world, you know? It doesn't cost too much money and it doesn't take up too much of my time. My point is, yes, you can do things in the moment which feel good and are definitely relaxing and rewarding, but be careful because sometimes it is those rewarding and relaxing things of which long term can be a waste of time and actually not in your best interest. So be aware of that. Something to consider. Because I do find myself with like golf to me is kind of a hobby. It's a fun little hobby. I enjoy it. But if you really want to work towards your goals, having hobbies might not be actually in your best interest. It could be considered a waste of time and a waste of money, especially if you haven't spent money for it. So golf could be like that for me. That's okay. I still feel the value of golf, or rather, same thing when I go for a bike ride. I feel the value of a nice bike ride, and maybe you find the value of whatever it is that you like to do, playing guitar, going for a walk. We all have our own activities. Activities, whatever. We all have our own little thing that we like to do to clear our mind and help us stay sane. For me, that's Muay Thai. Big passion of mine. Alright, y'all. Not much else to be said right now. Remember, go outside, be active, proactive. Be proactive. Be open. Actually, not done yet. Yeah, because I found myself being a little on the lonely side earlier, and that's okay, that happens sometimes. But why is that? Well, that's because I don't have a girlfriend, and my friends who I do love to hang out with, they have their own lives too. They're not going to be around every single instant that I want to hang out with them or do something. So recognize that. You know, that's why it's important to stay focused. What are your goals? But it's also important to stay open. You know, maybe you'll meet somebody randomly. Not on your phone though. I like to remind myself, if I stay active and focusing on myself, eventually I'll meet somebody that's right for me. Every person has their own other second half that they can and will meet. It's just a matter of time. So be patient, be open, be loving, and read books, be smart. Alright, y'all, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Tune in to the energy of the universe, and I'll catch y'all. Goodbye. Thank you.